that came Kinshasa. Why did Dufresne take it with him?
Security. Dufresne was closing the Red Mercury deal, but he wasn't sure about his new allies. He kept me out of sight to step in if things went sour. That was when all of Lambert's planning paid off. I was on site and left alone, so I could listen in on Dufresne's meeting. He finally learned what he was planning.
Hey guys, this is Grenade Launcher 101 here, back at it with Splinter Cell Double Agent. This is Kinshasa in the property of the Hotel Suites. Entirely anyway. So, this mission should be easy for the most part. There's obviously going to be bumps in the road, but we'll get to that in a second.
I had my reasons.
And what were they?
I believe I have just finished specifying that they were my reasons.
Gentlemen, it will be difficult to maintain our precarious mutual cooperation if we begin fighting before the meeting is even started. And it would be a shame if it were to fall apart now. We are so close to success.
Let us keep it brief, so we do not have to spend too much time together.
Very well. My team is on schedule. We have selected the target and arranged for transportation of the devices.
My men have possession of the tanker. They are sufficiently skilled to steer it into Los Angeles harbor.
The Red Mercury, taken from Rahim Kadir, has proven satisfactory. You will receive it as soon as you deliver the money.
And don't forget, we still require the President's itinerary for his Nashville visit.
We're going to nuke 3 targets at once.
Good. Now I would like to discuss how we will be shipping the Red Mercury devices.
Masood, do you mind?
Yes, what? Are you serious? I will skin him alive! I will feed him his own balls!
What's going on, Masood?
Gentlemen, this meeting is over!
What? That arrogant bastard.
What do you propose we do now?
Let me see what is going on with that lunatic Masood. I'll contact you when I learn something.
Very well. But I won't be staying long.
This is even bigger than Lambert thought.
Yes, it is, Fisher. Yes, it is. Alright, so there's going to be a couple in this shortcut, well, not shortcut, but checkpoint, and then there's going to be another bump where we have to rescue Hamza, and he's going to be with us most of the time. So dealing with AI is the third, and fourth, there's going to be 2 people with very, very difficult patterns to get by on. So two of the ones in this checkpoint I will address as we go, but it's worth mentioning now before we get started. So with that being said, we can continue forward.
Fisher, where are you?
I just got in the hotel.
Stay out of sight. I don't want the others to know you're here. If things go awry, you will be our ace in the hole to get us out of here.
What do you want me to do until then?
Taxia is a known thief, and I have no reason to trust Masood either. Enter their suites and sift through their electronic correspondence. I want to make sure they will be with us when the day comes.
You should have told me earlier, boss. I don't have my equipment.
Stay out of sight and you won't need me. And Fisher, don't kill any of them until proven otherwise. They are our allies.
Sam, I want you to find whatever you can on Takfir and Masood. Now that we know they're involved, we have to know about their organizations.
Alright, so save here, because this first part can be tricky. You have to know the guy's upstairs patterns the first two we see when we go upstairs, their patterns, you have to know them to be able to maneuver around them. So it's crucial to save here before the elevator goes all the way up there. I think one of them heard me jump up here. So I'm gonna go back to where I saved at. Right.
Hello! Do not worry. The power goes out like this all the time. It will come back on in a moment.
What are you doing? I have the cases. The only people here. Reference address.
Okay, so save right here because you're going to need this point right here to be able to get around them. Now I'm pretty sure that's just the music playing for like the sake of ambience, so just disregard it. I don't think the enemies really saw you. Once he goes right here, just go right over here. Now get over here as quickly as possible because that guy down there is going to pop up and you don't want to be in a illuminated area when he comes out because otherwise he will end up seeing you. So save right here, just so you don't have to do that all over again, because this mission can get very difficult if you consume too much time with it. So with that being said, let's sit here and wait for that guy to turn around. Because you're going to need that vantage point to maneuver around him. And depending on which way he turns around, you need that vantage point to get past him. So we're going to save here, since we are coming up here to his turnaround end. If you don't get this the first time, don't worry too much about it. Just remember which way he turns so you can go the opposite side of where he turns. And that's basically all you need to remember with this guy. Alright. Since I got it, we can continue forward. So now with that done and over with, we can save right here. This next part up here is relatively easy, but getting into the suite is something that we have to, well, not getting into the suites, but like getting the objectives when we enter the first suite is something we have to do very quickly and be mindful of not to mention. Let's just go right up here so we can hack this card reader right here. Once you're done with that, just get right over here. And once he goes right there, just get on the other side here. You may have to go right in the middle just to see which direction he goes. And doesn't seem like he bothers to go right down here. Unless, you know what? We're just gonna go right in here for the sake of it. Now we save right here because this part can get real tricky. Because while you're doing your objective stuff, the enemies do end up coming in here. Now the first thing you want to do before doing anything else, obviously you need to hack into this computer right here for an objective. And once you do it, do not touch any of these yet. Because you need to be able to hack it in order to get into it very quickly. Because, like I said, this part can get real tricky. Because while you're doing your objectives, two enemies will end up coming in here. And it can mess up your ghost run depending on how you handle it, really. So the first thing you want to do is shut this light off. They may react to it and get suspicious. You don't really know for sure, but just in case, make it a safety precaution. Now get over here, search through the cabinet.
Why does it keep two of us? Make sure everything was turned off. So we...
I had a feeling they would react to that. Let me just turn up the volume a bit more so you guys can hear. So don't turn off the light yet. Go right in here, search the cabinet.
can watch each other as we check.
What? A Swift traitor?
That's why he's still alive.
The hell with this. I am going to watch some television.
Fine. I'll finish doing what we were supposed to.
Shit. So that pathway that I'm doing is the correct way. Believe me, it is the correct way. It is the right way to do it. But you have to like time it right. And obviously you have to make sure the second guy doesn't turn in your direction. Because sometimes he will do that. So just bear with me here, guys.
Why does he keep the two of us? To make sure everything was turned off.
So we can watch each other as we check.
What? A Swift traitor?
That's why he's still alive.
The hell with this. I am going to watch some television.
Fine. I'll finish doing what we were supposed to.
Shit. Okay, I might have to get back to you guys here. Let me just try this one more time. One more time, guys. One more time.
Why does he keep the two of us? To make sure everything was turned off.
So we can watch each other as we check.
What? A Swift traitor?
He thinks everyone could be a traitor. That's why he's still alive.
The hell with this.
Fine. I'll finish doing what we were supposed to.
Alright. So we got that then. Let's look through the optic cables to make sure he's not there. Open the door. Close it. Now let's save right here. And since that was the hardest part, you're going to want to save here anyways, just because it's not really worth doing, really something worth doing over and over again. It's just not that worth it. Excuse me. Okay. So now we gotta follow him. Make sure he goes the right way. And if you're lucky enough that that happens, you can just easily go around him. Or not. Okay, so you know what? We'll just like get right behind him and just stand there and see what he does. So we can evaluate his pattern even further. Or study his pattern, rather. I sound too professional saying things like that. Alright. He's going to turn that way. So now we follow him. And now there was a camera I didn't even realize was there. So I have not played this in a while, so I wasn't too familiar with the layout. But now I know there's a camera, now I have to look to see where it's at. Wait for the lights to go out. Bam. Get on this wall. Bam. Wait for him to turn around. Bam. We follow him. Get right under the camera there. And just get in this dark spot right here and stay there until he turns around and walks the other way. So now we gotta save here. Just in case if anything happens, I have this to fall back on. Alright. And now at the end of the hallway there that we're about to go through, that we're going through right now, there's a camera and there's a, I think, a retinal scanner. So we have to like wait for the right time to do this before like getting up to the card reader. And you can save here if you want, in case anything does happen, because this is a bit of a tricky part to go through anyway. So, with that being said, we can continue forward and hope for the best. We gotta wait for the next missile to come down so we can get into and over here, hack this card reader. But be quick about it though, because the power's gonna come back on any second. So you have to have very quick movement. Once that's done, get back on the wall here. Save once again. So you don't have to do that over and over again. So the next room has like 2 guards, which has pretty much the same kind of objectives. Find additional information and confirm intentions.
Isn't that picture they put in the office ugly? Big one. I kind of like it. You would.
I'll save over here because this guy up here with me seems a bit iffy. Alright. Wait for him to get into the room there. And he's going to sit down, obviously. Once we wait for him to get up. That's not what I wanted to happen. Alright.
What? They walk behind us.
So now we know which side he gets up on out of the chair. We can go right over here. And stay put.
Hey there, boss.
Bishop, do you have news for me?
Good news. Takfir and Masood both seem to be playing it straight.
I want to see you right now.
So you see what I mean when I say this guy is iffy? Because, yeah, he does have a weird reaction to a certain thing. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it does not seem right. But regardless, I have to, like, let it slide. Because the fact of the matter is, he did not notice you. So it doesn't really count if he doesn't notice you. That's the main thing about ghosting these missions. Oh. I had to load back because apparently someone saw me. Here we go then. Ooh, ooh.
What's all this, mate?
Bishop, in my suite now.
شكون تماك؟ اسحب لك الحرق.
Okay, so don't do that then. I might have to get back to you guys. I'm not sure. Let me just figure this out here one more time. Okay, we got it. We got it.
Bishop, in my suite now.
Make sure the enemy does not come in here when you do this, because it can screw your run over. So now once you're done with that, just wait for the lights to go out again. Save here if you have to, which I am definitely doing now.
Mills waiting at night.
Fisher, in my suite, now.
Open up.
Are you alone?
Not as alone as I'd like to be.
Then get rid of your unwanted companions before you return. Do not bring your troubles to my doorstep.
Right. So you heard Emil. We have to knock this guy out in order to do what we need to. So with that being said, let's do it now.
Mills waiting at 901, and he's not the big.
Hold on one second. Alright guys, sorry about that. I had to edit this. I had to cut back on that because someone was about to walk into the room, so I just ended there. But update, a bit of an update on that. It is now I believe around 11 p.m. at night. So yeah, right now I got the brightness up a little high for the environment I'm in right now, but just try and disregard that. With that being said, let's move on here.
That would indeed be a problem. I'll deal with it. Thank you, Talkfear. The meeting ended sooner than expected. Were you able to accomplish everything?
I got what you wanted.
Excellent. How do you feel about loyalty, Mr. Fisher?
There have been a few times where it was the only thing that kept me alive.
I value few things in this world more than loyalty. Without it, there is no foundation for any greater enterprise. That is why Jaeger had to be disposed of.
Why are we talking about this, boss?
Because we have a traitor.
Says who?
During the meeting, Masood received a call from one of his men. The news was important enough to end our discussion.
Are you absolutely sure of this?
It has been confirmed by Talkfear, who has his sources.
So, what do we do now?
You kill him.
Kill him?
There is very little trust between the three groups. Removing Hamza will put Masood greatly in our debt, and I want that leverage on him.
Did you say Hamza?
Yes, Isham Hamza. Do you know him?
I've shot him once or twice.
Then you know what he looks like.
Yeah.
Good. I'd recommend leaving something unpleasant in his car. It'll be faster than trying to track the man himself down. Any questions?
Not a one. Leonard, come in.
Fisher, what is it?
Isham's in Kinshasa, and Emil ordered me to kill him.
We know. The CIA just asked for our help. Hamza was infiltrating Masood's organization, but his cover was blown.
Where is he?
Hiding in the pool area on the lower floors. Take the elevator.
Lambert, Emile wants a body or else.
I understand. Do what you can. Get Hisham out through the parking garage.
Okay, so just get over here as soon as you can. Get into this elevator quick. Bam. So now this next part, the beginning here anyway, is going to be very, very tricky to pull off. But as long as you follow along with what I do here, everything should be just fine. It may take you a few tries. But this will work. Okay. Not like that. Restart a checkpoint. Okay. Let me get back to you guys here. Alright guys, I'm back. I pretty much got things figured out here. So, you're going to deactivate this turret right here. Be very stealthy though, as those guys can still hear you.
Artillery fire? All clear. Return to your positions.
You have to be very lucky to pull that off, because I wasn't exactly paying attention to where they were walking, but as you guys could tell, neither of them saw me. So I'm going to save here. Just in case anything happens. No, actually no, it wasn't really luck. You kind of have to wait for the other guy to say, is that artillery fire? Because then they are able to turn around, and when that happens, you have to get to a dark spot as soon as possible. Keep yourself at an angle where their backs are to you, and keep the conversation going until it ends without them seeing you. And if the conversation stops all of a sudden, you'll basically know that they've seen you. So, just want to mention that before continuing on. Now up here, this guy's real easy. Just stick to this wall right here and get by him. Then sneak past him like that. Now over here, it's a little tricky. You gotta time this right in order to get through here without being spotted.
find this Hamza person and kill him when everyone is shooting. I thought the rebels were on our side. Then pay them to stop shooting.
Yep. I think he caught a glimpse of me and just reacted in a certain way. So, we're just gonna disregard that. And then, hope I don't do that again, I guess. Yeah, that's all I can say, really.
How am I supposed to find this Hamza person and kill him when everyone is shooting? I thought the rebels were on our side. Then pay them to stop shooting.
Jesus. Okay. So we'll go for that corner, I guess. Corner right by the door there. If that doesn't work, I'm just gonna have to like jump up to the pipe. Alright.
How am I supposed to find this Hamza person and kill him when everyone is shooting? I thought the rebels were on our side. Then pay them to stop shooting. No.
Yep, he noticed the door was open. So I basically have to like restart the save point here. That was really stupid. But whatever. It happens.
How am I supposed to find this Hamza person and kill him when everyone is shooting? I thought the rebels were on our side. Then pay them to stop shooting. No, I have seen the traitor, and no, I'm not going out to look for him.
Once he turns around, follow this guy right here.
Nobody's shooting at you. I hate him.
Get right over here. Save here because something might happen. You never know. Just take a precaution. Just in case if anything does happen. Now we just follow him all the way up here. Stick to a wall right here. Wait for him to turn around at a certain angle. And bam, we move on from here.
Freeze!
You're hurt.
It's just a flesh wound.
I've heard that before. How do we get you to the parking lot?
We walk. I'm gonna need your help with this one, Sam.
Any of these guys about your size?
Don't know.
Alright, so what we're gonna do is just go right over here. You can go to the other side here, but basically we're gonna have to like find a way to get to that door without me or Hamza getting spotted. So yeah, I think as far as ghosting is concerned, this is the easiest route to that door with me and Hamza. So we're going to save here, because if anything happens, we need this save point to go back to. Oh, he basically turned around, so we had to hurry and get up there. Oh, I have to hurry.
Stay here.
Shit.
Sam!
That is not meant to happen. I guess I forgot to tell him to wait before coming up here.
Find a place to hide.
Roger that.
Alright, so we got that handled. Now we just go right up here. Hope he doesn't see you. If he does, then you're screwed. I wouldn't save here just because it might screw you over.
أنا متأكد إني ما كانش مفتوح قبل.
What the hell? Okay, that, I don't know what the hell that was, but shit. Might as well load back. Okay.
Stay here.
Okay, Fisher.
I think. As soon as I see him, we can tell Hamza to come over here.
Bishop, come to my position. Bishop, I need you to get over here.
You got it.
Shit. I know this is an easy part. I know it is. I've done this multiple times before. I know I can do this.
Find a place to hide.
Roger that.
شكون اللي خلى هذا مفتوح؟
Bishop, come to my position. Bishop, I need you to get over here.
Should we set up the car?
Alright. We're good then. So now,
Stay here.
Roger that.
we have to go out here and get past these guards right here. You can save there if you want, or you can get further up and save. which is what I'm going to do right now because it's worth a damn. Alright, here we go. Now you have to go right over here. And I think you can whistle to do this because they pretty much sit there the entire time. So we might as well.
يظهر لي سمعت شي حاجة تماك. لا منظومة كاين.
كيف باقي الحال؟
Shit, they caught a glimpse of me. So you know what, let's just...
باش كان شي واحد يتحرك تماك.
Okay, no. That's not cool. I know I was partially out of the dark, but still not cool. Okay.
أنا متأكد بلي كاين شي حاجة تماك. يمكن شي حاجة كنت سمعتها حتى الآن. يمكن عندك الحق. لا منظومة كاين والو.
كيف باقي الحال؟ سببك ايه والو؟
يمكن تكون ما كاين والو.
I think they might have partially seen me, but not too well. But regardless, they go back to their position anyway. So now you have an opportunity to knock both of them out. And then just put them in a dark spot as well. And just knock him out. Then we get him to come over here.
Hisham, come to my position. Hisham, I need you to get over here.
Look at the skies up there. Isn't that just pretty? Alright, Hisham, let's do this.
Can you give me a hand here? This is the place. Leave me here. You've got a chopper to catch.
You sure you're gonna be okay?
Positive. Thanks, Sam. I owe you my life.
Nothing you could have done for me.
Yeah, but you didn't need the help.
Go get yourself fixed up.
Sam, I want to give you a little present. It's a syringe containing 1 dose of a combination coagulant and adrenaline booster. If you're wounded really badly, it will stop the bleeding and keep your heart pumping. That's the idea, anyway.
so it'll take me longer to die.
Well, it's supposed to buy some time for help to arrive. Of course, it's never been field tested.
Thanks.
Just do me a favor. Don't put yourself in a position where you'll need it.
I won't.
Fisher, come in.
What is it, Emil?
Have you found Hamza?
No, he's gone into hiding.
That is unacceptable. I expect more from you. But we are out of time. Clear the extraction area so our helicopter can land. We will discuss this later. I promise you.
Alright, so this next part, past here, is very, very tricky to get past. You have to be able to pull it off with maximum patience. And the part I'm talking about, of course, is this one right here, where the two guards are patrolling in weirdly different patterns, and there's a light in the middle that's illuminated. So I think the trick here is to find a very dark spot and just time their backing right. If you get in this spot right here, they'll completely ignore you. That didn't work out so well. Okay. Good thing I saved back at the doorway there. Just stay way in the middle here, and they will not notice you. So the trick here is to get both of these guys to have their backs towards you. Not just that, you have to make sure that they both correspond with where you're supposed to exit through. Now I could have done that right there, but then they turn around right as where I'm going. This is a really tricky part. You have to know, you have to like make a lucky guess as to where they're going to like have their backs to you. And it's not an easy thing to do. This part is definitely not easy at all. You can save here if you want. It's totally up to you. I just want to save here just in case when anything goes bad, I have a save point to go back to when things go badly. This is it. Well, okay. Let me get back to you guys here. Alright guys, I'm back. So to be able to get past this part of the area right here, you have to be able to save and make sure that both dirtbags correlate to the same pathway that you're gonna go through, and make sure that when you go through here they don't see you. It's very tricky to pull off, but you can pull it off, despite people saying that it is unavoidable, because I know for a fact that this is not unavoidable. So with that being said, we had to knock out these three guys right here because we had to plant an explosive bomb for that tanker right there. So once he gets over here, just save, or you can just, or rather you can just save here, just so you can find a pattern to grab him and then knock him out. Same thing with the other two in that part of the garden right there. Okay. So, after you save, you have to find a pattern for him to be able to get over here. And luckily, he seems to be getting over to where I'm at. So once he does that, grab him, then just knock him out, just like that. So if you don't knock out all three of them, in this part, and that part of the garden right there, if you plant the explosive, one of the guys will come running over here and hear that explosion. So knocking these guys out is essential. Keep that in mind, guys. Because having to detonate the tanker right there is part of your extraction plan. So with that in mind, once we save here, let's wait for a guard to come up here so that we can actually grab him and knock him out. Shit. the turret kind of caught me just before I even got a chance to knock him out. Luckily, right as I saved, he started coming up, so once I go back to the save point, I can just get to his side and grab him, or just get on his behind when he pulls up right here. Or not. Maybe maybe taking that turret out will do something. Well, first I'm going to like look at their patterns here. So one seems to be like walking all the way over here, and he's turning right over here. However, the turret is in the line of sight, so I can't exactly grab him right there. So the best way to do this is by getting out of that turret's line of sight and one of the other enemies' line of sight and doing this. Oh, I think we caught a break. Yep, we did. Going right over to a spot where no one can find him. And just save here once again, because you're going to need this save point to be able to fall back on, if something happens. Once over here, just find somewhere that the turret's not going to see you at, because it'll start shooting at you, which unluckily it did shoot at me. So I think what we're going to do here instead is just turn the turret off so that we can knock him out more successfully. Now just watch, he's going to notice that the turret is turned off Or maybe he won't. Maybe we got lucky. Either way, let's get up here, grab him, then knock him out as soon as you find a dark area to put him in. Which right over here is more convenient anyway. So let's do it for Pete's sake. Alright, decent enough. Let's do this. So let's place the charges. And detonate the charge. Extraction has been cleared. And I think that's all of the objectives, including the primary ones. So now, this mission was Kinshasa, ladies and gentlemen. No, I do not want to save. 4 people knocked out. There was the one guard guarding Emil's suite. Then there was the 3 guards I had to knock out to clear the extraction point. So that's a so besides those guys, that is a very successful run. Ghost run especially. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this has helped you out in some sort of way possible. If it has, you're welcome. The next mission I think is going to be relatively short. The next mission will be JBA Headquarters Part 2. And then the mission after that will be New York, where we have our final showdown. So it's 2 more missions to go, guys. Stay tuned for those missions. And until then, this is Grenade Launcher 101 signing off.